Good afternoon, viewers. It's bright and sunny at the Broward County Stadium in Lauderhill, Florida. Game 2 today is between Chicago Catchers and Vegas High Rollers. Chicago Catcher is led by Rizwan Chima and High Roller is led by Fasil Iqbal. Next to me is Shuja Khan, who is the SVP. Next to him is the President, Sufyan Qamar, and led by the umpiring panel, Ankur Kapoor and Murshad Kalia. Already, seems like Vegas has the coin in their hand. Please go ahead and roll. Heads is the call. Tails it is.
No, after.
Alrighty. So Vegas, what are you planning on doing?
We're going to do batting.
Or the word from the middle is Vegas will be batting. Any changes to the squad?
Yes, we got 13 players, so we're going to mix them up.
Alrighty, wish you good luck. How about you, Skipper? What are your plans today?
We would have batted first two, but it's afternoon game, so we're okay with the chasing. We did good yesterday, and we're gonna go same way again today.
All right, thank you, Skipper. I wish you good luck. So the news from the middle of the pitch is Chicago Catchers will be bowling, folks. Get ready for action. See us live on MAQ TV.
Second match of the day is underway. Ooh, it's almost a calamity at the beginning there. The non-striker was not in the ready position, it seems. This one was bumped back along the offside of the pitch. Striker called and the non-striker was late getting out of the blocks. It's a good thing that the mid-off fielder was back on the 30-yard circle. The bowler tried to rush to get there to avert the run out. Anyway, in the end, it made good ground. So they're off and running. So the toss was won by the High Rollers. And they opted to bat outside the off stump, tailing away from the batter. So the off stump is playing it around the corner and he's knocked him over. Would you believe it? Bowl and neck and crop. He was trying to play across. Must have got a bat and tucked it in onto those stumps. I believe wicket number 1 goes, believe it or not, in the very first over. The Vegas High Rollers trying to get in the winning column, but not a good start for them at all. First wicket out bowled. Don't know why we were playing across that ball. He was dead on the stumps, just come with a straight bat. So it's 1 for 1. So the Vegas High Rollers won the toss. They decided they'll have a bat first. They've lost first wicket in the first over. Matter of fact, the second delivery. No wonder he didn't want to get up at the striker's end. With the first run that was called for by the opening number 1 batter. It's taken a while before we bowl the next delivery after the wicket has been fallen. So Fazia Iqbal, his team is playing, so you will not be hearing his voice during this match. Hopefully I'll have someone to come along and join me in the com box. So at this time we should have been having rain according to the weatherman, but it's quite sunny right here in Lauderhill. So we kept fingers crossed, and we're still keeping them crossed. So down the leg side, oh, wicketkeeper tried to knock it down, but he pushed it further away, and it's going to be 5 runs to the total. 5 wides. No, leg byes. Leg byes. So it's 4 runs to the total. It's not wide. It came off the pads. That's what umpire Anchor would have indicated. Squeeze on to 6 for 1. Batsman covers up. So at the end of the first over, it is 6 for 1, which indeed is the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium. This one played it offside, knocked round in front of him, but the batters pretty much stole a run. He was on the back foot, couldn't recover in time to send a throw in, so they ambled through for a single. 6 teams participating in this year's tournament. 1 would be the winner. But what we know is that the Chicago Catchers are the defending champions. 2024 champion. This one is outside the off stump. It's going to be a wide. It started outside off and tailed away, further away. There's a slip in place. Third man. And this point, cover, extra cover, and mid off. Those are the men in the offside. On the onside, we have fine leg up in the boundary, deep backward square leg, mid on. This time he's working this one off the legs. They were in the first one quickly. They're thinking 2. No, that would have been ill advised. Down the leg side, this one is eluding the wicket keeper and going very close to the boundary. Well saved. Okay, well, I've been joined here in the com box by Amjad. We want to say good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to everybody, to all our listeners and viewers. Welcome to US Open.
Yes, well, we are taking in this match here. This time the batsman is playing this on the onside. The non-striker was backing up a little too far. So it was wisely sent back there by the striker. 13 for 1. Wicket falling in the first over. This one, short of a length, he was on the back foot, pulling, goes to wide. They're going to be overthrows, as this one was a direct hit into the stump, but then, what do we know? Overthrows. So 1 turned into 2. They're asking for the upstairs, and umpire Charlie, he's not going to call for it upstairs. Wicketkeeper is asking to have a check. And umpire Charlie says no. The batter was safely in, and that's about it. So the end of the second over, it is 15 for 1. The Vegas High Rollers would have won the toss. They elected to have a first knock. We thought it would have been raining at this time.
Yeah, the weather was predicted to be raining, but luckily it's a bit sunny. You never know what Florida would be the weather like.
Yesterday they were saying 90% chance of rain about this time. Then this morning went down to 60. And now it seems as if there's not going to be a chance of any rain. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, we prayed from yesterday to say, rain, rain, go away. We want cricket to play.
Right.
Oh, the batsman stroking it nicely. Misfield again. Buttered fingers went through him like a strainer. They're thinking 2 and they're taking the second one.
That is a good running between the wickets. You rarely see these young athletes, taking risks on this field for the second one.
Yes, well, they're going to need to do that. They need their first win. The Chicago defending champions. They would have won 1, would have lost 1. But the Vegas High Rollers went down in a heap yesterday morning. They're playing the second match today, so it might bring them better luck. But I'm sure the defending champions are standing in their way.
Ball's over the wicket. Oh, this one is getting up on him and he's swiveling, getting a top edge over the keeper's head. Fine leg up in the circle, chased it down, and they can only get the 1-1.
Well, with the tournament here is going smoothly. We are seeing extraordinary wins by Los Angeles, LA Lions. They have consecutive wins, and I think, I assume, the way they are batting, they must be in the semi-finals. What do you think?
Yeah, with 3 wins on the trot, I think they've booked a place in the semi-finals already.
Yeah.
Unofficially, let's go ahead and say that. But with 3 wins on the trot, I can say they're pretty much in there. At least they're in front of the door.
And New York is also an emerging team. They're doing really well.
Well, they won 1, lost 1. Just like the Chicago, they won 1, lost 1. I think some of these teams going to come down to the net run rate.
Yeah, definitely. But what I assume is these two teams must have places in the semis, like LA and New York.
I would think so, from the look of things.
Yeah,
Oh,
as the games are progressing, we see,
yes. The Vegas team, they went down in a heap yesterday. I don't know. They need to really dig deep. They have only played the 1 match though, so early days yet. They'll have a chance to regroup tomorrow. Tomorrow is beach cricket.
Yeah, beach cricket, we will have some competition there as well. It's a break day, and we have organized some entertainment for all these talented
Oh, it is going to be a wide. It's calling signal there by the square umpire, and now it's confirmation from the standing umpire. That one was over the head. This is a good pitch. There's something for the batters, there's something for the bowlers. We have seen some high scores. And as you were saying there, the LA Lions, they are roaring.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. From the onset, I thought they're the team to beat when they would have manhandled the defending champ. That's a good stroke. Beautifully done. Into the offside. Cover driven.
Excellent shot. I think that is a perfect cricket shot which is played. And traced to the boundary. Beautiful.
Yes, indeed. Just the ball boy, one of the I think he worked with the top crew, when the creators. He did the feeling himself. So that's not the spectators viewing, seating. So I would imagine, I think by next year we'll have some uniform for these creators so we can identify them.
Sure.
Outside the off stump and swing and a miss. First game was a 17 over encounter, but this one is going to be the full quarter, 2020. And then there's another game after this, so don't you dare leave your TV or radio, whichever one you're listening. They bang into the offside, but there's the third man. He gets in the way, runs to his right, knocked it down. A little bit of fumble, but kept it in front of him. They settled for the 1, but it was a good stroke outside the off stump. It was cutting. Have to give the fielders and the captain some benefit of some doubt sometime with the field placing. Oh, this time he's stoppaging and he's going to be
out caught. This time it didn't go over the keeper's head. It went lobbed up, and the wicket keeper takes a little gentle catch as he was trying to pull this one into the onside. Got the top edge, lobbed up. The wicket keeper stood right there and took it. So wicket number 2 goes. We'll have a look. There it is. It was over his shoulder. He got it himself in a tangle. Was in no position to play that shot again. Have to give the creators all the credit in the world. There's something for the bowlers, something for the batters. That one got up shoulder height. Previous over, you saw a wide being called with one that was pitched and going over the batter's head. So 25 for 2. Nice little partnership of 24 between these two. But that is done and dusted. Faisal Iqbal, he batted and looked the part yesterday while he was there. In my mind, he came in a little too late. When the bleeding was on, it was going, wickets were tumbling, going one behind the other, one behind the other. Came in, was involved in a nice little partnership of 40. And he himself getting some 20 odd runs, 25. Would it happen the same way and he's gonna come in too late? That's gonna have me saying a little bit. Sometimes a little bit at a time works, but not when it comes to 2020 cricket. That's the name of the game. Fast pace, quick ones, quick everything. That's why we have fast food. So in America, we want everything fast. Get this game over with and done in about 3 hours. So we're having at least 9 hours of play every time, plus your in-between time. So you can tell yourself you'll be on the park for over 10 hours a day. Almost 11. This one is into the legs and he's stroking it gently up to the wide mid-on. Can't score. Just another dot goes into the scorer's book. So the first wicket fell in the first over when the score was on 1. The second over fell. Score on 25. He's still on 25. He's staying on 25. Quarter century. This is 2025. And this time again, he is looking to work this one into the onside. There's a loud appeal. The wicketkeeper is still asking. He's out of the view of the camera, but one time ask is enough. Excessive appealing, not too sure. Both bowler and keeper, but the keeper was going down the leg side by a long way. I wonder what it was going down the leg side for. I would imagine it was the ball. So umpire Javid Charlie must have said that ball had to be going down the leg side as well. If you're the keeper, you watch your salt. What are you going down to the leg side for if the ball is not tailing down there? Sometimes that's a good indicator where the ball is going. If the wicketkeeper is worth his salt, let me put it that way. Gonna have 9 days of cricket, and we're hoping for 9 full days of cricket. But I dare say we would have lost 6 overs from one of the matches, the earlier match today. So I don't know if I can say it's gonna be 9 full days of cricket. But I can still say that because if we can come on the park for the 9 days and play cricket, it'll be 9 days of cricket. So I'll leave it at that. I'll take away the full and just leave it at 9 days of cricket. This time he's getting an inside edge. Square leg runs to his right and prevent any more than one. So just a single. And at the end of over number 4, it is 26 for 2. It's slow going, but then again, it's early days yet. It's all of 20 overs going to be had in this inning. Well, there's going to be a bowling change. Going to see some spin coming on here.
He's putting the 137 on his mark. I don't have my sheet in front of me, so I have not a clue. I have to wait on the scorer to put it on the board before I can call it. If I can say it myself, I hate it. I'm going to say it loud and clear. We need a team sheet when you're announcing here, so just don't give the score over there. We're not in the same place. Come on, this is the 17th edition of the tournament. So Amjad has gone to see if he can get one or two of the cricketers so we can have a little chit chat with them in between the cricket. So we're waiting for that, and then we'll big up some of the sponsors, or most of the sponsors, I can say that. Park looks good, it's really colorful. Again, I like the boundary markers. The guards seem as if they're boundary guards, because sometimes the ball just cannon into them and stays there, or hits and just rolls just beyond it. As opposed in the park, the ball goes over the rope and goes far and away, and the fielder have to go quite a way to get it, to bring it back into the playing area. I mean, you can't stop the sixes that have gone past the ropes, but I'm talking about the boundary fours. Once they go along the carpet, they can hit those boundary markers and stay very close, that the fielders don't have to go way back, because there's no balls, no ball boys on hand. This one is played from the inner portion of the bat, going very close to the boundary. Let's see if he put in a dive and made a save. I think he did. Sure, we'll have a look. The umpire might want to check, but they're not using the technology, but we'll have a look ourselves. Just going for the undriven shot, and he's running all his worth. He's not giving up the chase. Yes, clean stop. Gets an A for effort. Stamp down the ground, and they put out the size big 12 boots on it. And I'm sure he would have been in business there once it would have gone past him. It was straight driven. The long on is a bit wide, and I think he had enough to beat him. He would have been, had to have been as fast as Usain Bolt or Asafa Powell to stop that boundary. He was coming back at pace. Good stop there by the bowler. Maybe the soccer scouts are out to see that he can. Oh, it's a loud appeal. As he was playing this one outside the off stump, umpire says no. We've got to go again. It's an LBW shout. Must have hit him outside the line. $29 for 2 there. He's coming after him. He's getting the outer portion of the bat, and he's going to go over the mid-off fielder who is up in the circle, and he gets 4. So he's using his feet nicely. He didn't get it off the sweet spot of the bat, but it was enough to get a boundary. Rolls up into the 30s now, 33 it is, for the loss of some 2 wickets. It's Faisal Rahman. He's on 16, punching this one in the offside, quick single, direct hit, it's going to send it upstairs. The batters keep running. I think he's run himself out. He sent it upstairs, so we're going to have a check. The batter himself is keep on walking. We have seen so many runouts. Punch it down the ground straight to mid-off, and he was off and running, but a direct hit, that's all it took. So we're having the replay. There it is. He's a goner.
And the batsman knew he was out, so he just started walking off the field. That's a good sportsman spirit.
Yes, he knew he was out. I wish that most batters would walk when they know the edge of ball to the keeper.
Even that. Yeah.
Because a lot of time you edge the ball to the keeper and you wait and you stay there. You play that same ball into the extra cover or back to the ball and you catch it, you walk.
Yeah.
You came off your bat and goes to the keeper and you wait.
Yeah, 99.99% of the batsmen knew what exactly had happened.
Yeah.
It might be a minor nick. But
Yep.
the same is happening at the international level too. Batsmen don't walk, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember Pakistan.
No. They walk, like I just said. If you play a ball back to the bowler,
Yeah.
or you play it down too long, like with a hook, and they catch it.
Yeah.
You're satisfied.
Yeah.
They catch it.
Yeah.
The big glove take a nick behind. You know you nicked it,
Yeah, definitely. The batsmen know.
and you're waiting. You're standing up.
You're standing there waiting for the umpire to give the decision. But, you know, players, legend players like Majid Khan, I remember, got a nick, knew, because at that time there was no, the mics at the stumps and nothing.
Right,
They walked away. They walked back to the pavilion.
That's
They didn't
right.
do
You nick it, walk, because like I say, you played into the covers and you catch it.
Yeah.
You walk.
Yeah,
You nick it. You know you nick it. Why aren't you walking?
definitely.
I call it cheating. Well, the third wicket's fallen via the one-out route. He's 33 for 3. All threes on the board. Wish it was 333. Okay, so outside the off stump and taken by the wicket keeper. And you have to bring up some of these sponsors here while we're here.
Yes, the sponsors are the MAQ Group, the main sponsors. Then we have Cricket Gears, and then we have the Cricket Book, and our scorer sponsors are Cricket Club. And other joining are the News to 925, Paver, 4 Point Hotel Sheraton, and we have a couple more. My gear partners are US Open Gears. Well, this tournament has been organized since this is the 17th edition by the Cricket Council of USA. And the current teams playing this game are LA Lions, Chicago Catchers, Vegas High Rollers, New York Yorkers, DC Eagles, and Dallas Smashers.
Yes, they're all playing for the coveted prize and to lift that coveted trophy on Sunday, the 20th of December. So 6 teams, 1 winner. Outside the off-stump cutting, but can't beat backward point. Didn't feel cleanly, but not enough, and they would not chance to run out. The last wicket went via the run-out route. Just one away. He was 33 when he got run out. Run out himself, played a nice stroke to mid-off, played with the run, but direct hit, that's all it took. Outside the off-stump again, he's bunting it. Keeper, agile and alert as the over comes to an end. And that's the power play. End of the power play. They scored some 34 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
I think the score on such a wicket is on a very lower side. What do you think? The score is very on the lower side. They normally should have 50 plus,
Of course, they've lost a wicket in the first over, and that really set them back. And then scoring 25, they lost the second, and 33, they lost the third wicket. So they haven't showed any real intent of getting the ball off the square. So they've dug themselves a hole. They have to get out of it. Don't know now that you can spread the field, and you know the competition rules. No more than 5 fielders should be outside of the 30-yard circle. So it's going to take some going to get some boundaries. Now they're hustling the singles.
Now the speeders first, spread it all around the field, and the player that should be in the boundary, then the score rate normally drops down after the 6th hour.
After the power play, yes.
After the power play, it's
Well, we'll see. We've seen some big hitting. We've seen 2 centuries in this tournament so far, all made by the LA Lions. Suleiman would have started it with 126. And there's a wide down the leg side taken by the wicketkeeper. And Hezbollah today got himself 109, another beautiful knock.
Yeah. He played excellent strokes even, you know, some sixes and fours.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And he did the right thing. He made him pay. They dropped him when he was on 5.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you shall pay.
That's a big price, you know.
Of course.
100 and, you know, the whole scenario changes.
Yeah, he went on to score 104 more runs after that.
Yeah.
So the New Yorkers, they have themselves to blame. Oh, I'm telling you, that one was up and he was on the back foot. He was should have been advised to come forward to that one, and he was bowled a neck and crop. They're dropping like flies.
Saad bowled well, the left arm spinner, and a very experienced spinner. Now I think the Vegas high roll are in a bit of trouble. They're 4 down at 36. An excellent ball. You know, completely beat the batsman.
They're following in a pattern. In their first match, they lost the first wicket at 23 in their first game. Second wicket at 23. The fourth wicket, the third wicket at 44. The fourth wicket at 44. And then again, fifth wicket at 44.
Even the sixth wicket was at 45.
Of course. And then 65 for 7. 79 for 8, and a good little partnership, 119 for 9. They were bowled out 120 in 16.3 overs. They're following in that same fashion. Faisal, I told him he came in a little too late. He got 23 from 20 deliveries. And I think he's going to do the same thing again. Saying, oh, there's a loud appeal and given. They would have had a hat-trick against them, and they're in danger of having another hat-trick against them because hat-trick ball is coming up. We have 2 on the trot. And again, they're following in the same
first game pattern.
Yes, on the same score. They decide that we are going to have wickets falling on the same score. So now it is 36 for 5.
Chicago catchers are doing good. They've got hold of their batsmen. You know, the bowlers are bowling really well, taking about 5 wickets, and it's only in the 7th over. The 5 down, the main batting line has nearly gone. Back to the pavilion.
Well, it seems as if they should have played the 20 overs in the first match because this one's going to be short-lived.
Yeah.
This one is given 20 overs. I don't think it's going to last 20 overs. Their first match lasts less than 17 overs, and they're in danger of being bowled out here again.
The batsman has to concentrate more. The wicket is absolutely fine. I don't see.
Oh, there's no.
The game earlier is the same wicket they are playing, and he scored 100.
There's no devil in the wicket,
Yeah,
so we can forget about the pitch.
Yeah.
Forget about a question mark on the
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's a tick
Yeah.
for the pitch.
The field, the more the sun is coming, it was have heavy rains last night, and now the wicket seems to be, more smoother.
Yeah, the wicket was covered, so there was the wet outfield that caused the delay today. Nothing to do with the pitch.
Yeah. The pitch is fine because both teams scored good run. The match earlier, 100 from a player were like striking. It was excellent.
Let's call it for what it is. It's just poor batting.
Yeah, poor batting. No concentration. They're unable to concentrate.
Yeah, well, they're playing against the defending champions. They lost the first match. It's not how you begin, it's how you end.
Yeah, it's how you end that. That's the main question.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
So I know Wiswan Shima is a good batter. He has not really wheeled the willow in this tournament yet, but
well, this is his second game, so need a little time for adjustment for the pitch also, you know.
yeah, well,
And
this is the third game.
Yeah,
The Chicago Catchers' third game.
yeah.
Second game for the High Rollers,
High roll, yeah.
but don't know. They're not living up to their name, High and Rollers. They're being steamrolled, as a matter of fact. Yeah, they're being rolled over. So still on 36, so need to get off that. Don't need to lose another wicket on 36. That's the age that Bob Marley died. 36. And he was 36 years of age. Tender age. This time he's edging out to short third man. No run. He's stuck on 36. I think they may have to give a call to the hotel to have an early start to beat the rain with the third match. Ooh, he's gonna get away with it. He's gonna get a boundary.
Now when the batsmen are under pressure, the score rate is going lower. So he just tried to, hit it outside the ground. It's completely beaten, lost his concentration. I think so. They should more focus on playing the entire 20 overs at this moment.
Exactly.
These two batsmen should build up a partnership, go slowly and gradually. There are about 13 overs left. It's like more than half the inning is behind.
Was this one off the pads for a single? But like I said, the defending champions Chicago Catchers would have lost the match and lost it badly. So they need to win this one to bring up their net run rate. Not just to win it, they want to win it, handsomely.
Yeah.
God, they got bowled out, rolled over in less than 17 overs.
Yeah, so they have to increase their average, to
Exactly.
The run rate.
Yeah, Chicago got knocked over for 93, losing all the 10 wickets, 16.5 overs. So they would want to take advantage of this game to
to upgrade themselves, to
Yes.
rise their
net run rate.
Oh,
This one is
yeah.
up in the air, and it's still in the air. It's going, it is gone. Maximum, premium, US Open maximum. They're going to need a lot more where that came from. Like I said, the Rizwan Chima, you cannot take your foot off the pedal. You have got to look for your positioning. If one is going to play 3 and 2 is going to play 4, I don't know if the top team is going to go straight into the winning circle. To see the competition rules. But I wish that would be the case. If you would have won all your matches, you should go straight into the finals, and the number 2 and number 3 should be duking it out down there. Number 3 should be playing number 4, and the winner of number
1,
2 or 3 would play number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That winner play the champions, the winner of the. But
The good part is that till now, the umpiring standard had been very high. And none of the complaints have been lodged with any complaints against the umpiring standard.
well, see, we have replays here, so they know they have to up their game.
Yeah.
Then on TV, we have the replays that they can see the mistakes, and we call them out. You'll be able to call them out here. So they know they have to really concentrate. Stay well. I don't know. I think he's a bit much though. I see Charlie. He's been out there doing it. He's driving, using his feet nicely, not timing it as he would have liked, just for the single. Yeah, I think they needed maybe another umpire because it's hard work umpiring. Trust me. Standing there and concentrating. It's easier to run around in the field, but standing there like a statue, it's hard. This time again, he's playing forward. It's going to be a quick single, a direct hit. And he's going to be sending this one upstairs. Let's see what's going to happen. I think he's a goner. Ball ricocheted from the stump and into the batter Tommy. He's rubbing vigorously.
You can see the batsman is walking off.
He's
the
walking.
wicket.
So
Yeah.
again, another one. We've seen so many run-outs. So the feeling has been good. The flowing to the wicket has been good. So wicket number 6 goes with the score on what, 48. Here it is. I still think they should send these upstairs. You see how close the fielder was? What if it's he who knocked the stump off? Just for confirmation. Just, you have the replay, just send it upstairs. And let him confirm it. That's why you have a third umpire.
Right.
You have to use the third umpire. Just send it. It's so easy to do this. Make a TV square. Use the technology. Practice it.
Well, I think he was a bit far away, so they.
It doesn't matter. Set it up. In international cricket, they do it
Yes.
every time. So practice it. Because his foot could knock it over. It doesn't take any time, you know. We have professional production crew right there. Just the last ball, punch it up, see it, confirmation. It's done. We know a lot of things, but sometimes we need a confirmation. It's 48 for 5, 48 for 6. Still a 5 there. Still no Faisal, and the 6 wickets are down. The skipper, where is the skipper?
I think he's holding him back. So no, it might be too late.
No, yesterday. This one is up in the air and he's getting a hold of it and it's going to go all the way. Another US Premium Open maximum. Well, yesterday I had a talk with him when he got here to say, why did you bat so low? You got to 23 runs from 20 deliveries. He looked good, looked the part, played a couple of good-looking shots. He said he was letting the youngsters, you know, go up, go swim. You're in a spot of bother, you go on. And he's bowled him, knocked him over.
That's the 7th down.
They should have been the 17th over match. The first match should have played out in its entirety.
And you know, it's less than 10 overs. It's 8.5 overs have been bowled, and 6 players are down less than 50.
Exactly. So it's 54 for 7. Score has not moved, but yeah, they should stand by the other 2 teams and they can get it over with. It's a Sunday and kind of have an early start. Don't have to wait until the rain come on down. I don't think it's gonna rain though. I would hope not. The score has not changed on the scoreboard yet. Are they doing something in there? It's up to speed. 54 for the loss of 7 wickets. And now the skipper makes his grand entrance. Faisal. Guess you don't have it in him. He's a young man, what, 30, 35, 36, thereabout. Faisal, what, 43 years old, I think.
Yeah, 40 plus, I think.
Yeah, I think he's 43, somewhere there. Yeah. I was playing cricket in my 40s, man, and I was a champion around here. Ask anybody. Ask about I been playing cricket here. In my 40s, 50s. I was playing cricket and playing decent cricket.
He's the ex-Pakistani test player, one-day player, who played a lot of games, and nephew of famous cricketer, the legendary cricketer Javed Miandar.
Yes.
A very good batsman.
Oh, I
don't know
love
what-
Javed, man. Oh, Javed Miandan, man. I used to love that guy. Yep.
And I don't know why Faisal has bought him so low in the order to bat. He came so late.
Yeah, batting at number 9. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Batting at number 9. Your team is a spot of bother. You're the skipper. You have to show the guys them that sometimes the skipper have to go up and lead from the front. So that's one way to help the youngsters. Being out there in the middle with them. Sam is stroking it to extra cover for no one. Comes forward, gets off the mark, as he places one on the onside. The bowler fields to his own bowling. As that over comes to an end, it is 56 for the loss of 7 wickets.
So half the inning has completed, 10 overs are gone, and the score rate is very low. It's, I think, due to the early fall of wickets and regular fall of wickets, I can say this way.
Yeah, the wicket fell 1 for 1, 20 for 2, 33 for 3, 36 for 4, 36 for 5, 48 for 6, and now he stands at 54 for the loss of 7 wickets. So the latest score is 56 for 7. That's the latest score, so a partnership of 2. So the skipper was in a partnership of 40 yesterday, batted quite low again yesterday. Scored 23 runs from 20 deliveries. Played a lovely extra cover driven shot inside out. He's flicking this one off the toes and gonna get a single.
I'm going to do it.
All right, well, you debuted here today in the US Open on the Combox. I'm Jed, so
I'll join you in a little while.
exactly, this is your debut. I have so many debutants with me. Come on over. All right. This time batsman on the back foot playing it into the onside and gets a single. 7 wickets down, we're into over number 11. This is a 2020 encounter. The first match of the day was 17 over. We started a little late because the outfield was too wet for the 20 overs, so 6 overs was knocked off of the match. Each team losing 3 overs. Thus, it was a 17 over match. So 5 overs constituted the power play in that game. This time he's going on his hunches and trying to heave one coming from the bottom of the bat. No damage done. The end of over number 11, it's 59 for 7. Faisal has gone up to have a talk with his batting partner, adjusting his boot laces. Let's hope he's not tying them together. We see as if he's tied the right one with the right boot. So in running, he'll be able to do some running. So Shafri Fuller is there. He is a 9. Struck a lovely 6th not too long ago. So we'll have more spin into the attack from the far end. He'll be bowling to Shafa Dullah. This one is playing it around the corner. Shafu. So Sari Fuller has gone into double figures. He's rolled over to 10 and brings the skipper. Faisal Iqbal on strike. He's done 3. Sucked up some 5 deliveries for his 3. This one is playing it in the onside. They offer a single. Bowler is trying not to give anything away. He really raced to prevent the single but can't. It's played away from him, and there's a single there. They're giving away that single, actually. Closest man on the leg side. This time this one goes past the left hand of the bowler down to the long off position for single. Faisal moves on to 5. On the back foot again in that vacant mid-on area for the single. So they don't mind the singles. Don't know why would they do that. They need to tighten that up. Just make them work for their runs. Why are you giving away that single? Come on, Chima. Think about the net run rate. You're really giving away that single right there. Then he's driving again. So every ball will run in this over because you have the field spread and they're not going big. I like to see a nice tight contest. You have a person in a vice grip. Keep him there. Field spread is so defensive. 64 for 7. And you're at the big stage. This is the big game. Get your slip in, get your thing. This one is down the leg side. He was sweeping, missing. As that over comes to an end, that's the end of over number 12. It's 64 for 7. Need an adjustment to the side screen. Faisal said that the bowler is coming around the sticks, so he needs to get a good view. So let's see what he'll do. This time he's asked for an appeal in one that's perhaps going down the leg side. There's a cricket delivery. Asks a question politely. By anchor says no. Asks you to reload and come again. You're not attacking with a slip or anything, but both spinners in there. This time he's working it into the onside again, giving away singles. I think Chima is looking for runs. I think you should be looking for the win. You still have a lot of days of cricket left. Not
another 6 days of cricket. This time he's going, hoiking one and missing. Keeper knocked the bails off. Not out, says umpire Charlie, who is at the striker's end, umpire. Normally call it the square leg umpire. He doesn't have it, the square leg. He's the striker's end umpire. This time he's working this one nicely off the pads just for the one. Guess Chima is not interested in stopping those ones. He wants to knock. Guess thought he was unlucky to be undone yesterday when caught it slip by the look of things. Stroll in the park for these two batters. As the field is spread, they just have to push it away from the infield, which is 3 on the offside. Third man in the circle, point and extra cover. This time he's driving again, just for the single. So they're giving away singles. I hope that they can make what they're giving away. Total goes up to 68 for the loss of 7 at the end of 13. So again, all hail to the MAQ Group, News 929, Cricket Council USA, the main sponsors of this tournament. This is the 17th edition of the tournament. And Ian Thomas has joined me in the com box. He came without his partner in crime, Mr. Darwin Powell. I expected to see him alongside you, but let's go ahead and say good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ivor, and good afternoon to all the cricket viewers out there, and those that have been with us from the start of the T20 US Open, since the opening ceremony. I tell you, it's been a wonderful time, both on and off the field, and I'm happy to join with you this afternoon as we are watching a pretty interesting game out here. 70 for 7 with 13.2 overs being bowled.
Yes, this one played into the offside for a single. A lot of poles have been planted, singles along the way, singles. We haven't seen a boundary in a long time, but I thought that Chima should be attacking a bit more. He's just giving away singles. Yeah. Last wicket fell when the score was on 54. So a nice little partnership is building between these two. And Faisal again, the skipper, opted to bat at number 9 so late in the order. Yesterday he made 23 from 20 deliveries. Got out playing a naughty shot, to be honest with you. Now he's there, winning the toss, trying to set a target. I don't think the target is going to be nearly enough. This time he's going big, so you bought some luck. We haven't seen a boundary in quite some time, and here it is. Ian has bought a 6.
Well, guess what, Ivor? I think the captain had heard that they have a new commentator in the box here, and he's like, he wants to get Ian and give him some work up here. So definitely, captain playing a captain role, as you would say. I really think he probably should have come earlier.
Well, Shafidullah, he's the one that just struck that 6th. And he's going again, but there's a man down there. He runs in and takes the catch. No, he dropped it. Yeah, the ball was dangling him. One more step he needed to get in. Sure, we'll have a look. Yeah. Shafi Fuller.
So Shafi Fuller is the one who is in a no-nonsense mood, as we can see here. He's going for the big hits. Luckily for him, the fielder probably was just a little bit laid back. I don't think he was walking in. Got caught flat-footed, as you would say, and was just short by a few inches in terms of taking that catch. So, he lives on to fight on, and his run rate is just almost 100. So every delivery he's definitely scoring from it, which is good. 22 runs from 23 deliveries. They need as much runs as they can get here. Just about 6 overs to go. 79 on the board. They could still put up an amicable total that give them a fighting chance. I know they would definitely want to have that win tonight, but as we can see, Shima, Rizwan is definitely having different plans. His bowling being tight. He's taking wickets, and this last 6 overs could be very interesting.
Yes, well, there's no question in the field, I can tell you that, and it's laid back. They had them in a spot of bother at 54 for 7, and then they spread the field way out, all 5 men on the boundary, and started giving up singles. I guess they forget that net run rate would come into play. Top 4 teams would, will be doing well to get on the center stage into the semifinals, and the grand finale comes down on the 20th, that's Sunday. But the LA Lions look good. How about your team? What's the mood in your camp?
Well, definitely Dallas Smashers, they came here with a plan, and yesterday our first game, not the start that we would have liked for the tournament. As you know, Darren Powell has come in as the coach player. He had basically bring with him the experience he has gained over the years of playing for the West Indies, being a terrific pace bowler, and coming to join Dallas Smashers. That would have definitely given an advantage to us in terms of that international experience, and the fact that he also gets to talk to the player in a way, that a captain role, management role, and also the fact that he's also looking out for them as a coach. So he is really a big part of this. Yes, we wanted a good start. We didn't get that. We lost some early wickets, and that set us back in terms of the total. We were planning to get at least in the power play. But nevertheless, we got to 126. We did try, our best. The bowlers, as we say, a little rusty, I would say. But Darren Powell himself, he came and he proved that he still got it. He bowls an amazing spell, if you ask me. This is a man who is 47 years old, playing among young kids here, because I think we have like an 18-year-old on our team, a 19-year-old. So, he did pretty well for himself, just showing what he brings to the game, and he had a good spell. And I think today our match is the next match on at 6 o'clock. We definitely have worked out our, I say, downfall, what would have cost us the game yesterday. And today, I think we're going to have a much better game.
Well, Chicago Catchers, the defending champion, don't think they wanted to go 2 down, because they would have lost the first match of this tournament when they were mauled by the LA Lions. And you said you would have seen what was happening before you, so you would have made some corrections. But on to down, probably bowled 5 yesterday. First over, got the big fish, and got Shima caught and slipped.
Yes, that was a big wicket, getting Shima. We know what he is able to do. Shima has set record here at this US Open. He's a man that is known for hitting sixes. It's a man that is known to beat any field placement you have out there.
I stayed right in his box and commentated at him getting $300 when Qureshi thought people couldn't hit sixes. He said $50 per six. And Chima walked down into the wicket there and came up with $300.
I think
to start beating sixes.
I think that on that day, Mark Crease would have said, anyone outside of Shima should have made a deal with Shima already.
Should put an asterisk or an exception to the rule because Shima was batting and hey, come up and start giving $50 for sixes. Oh my word!
Very dangerous batsman. You know, it's always good to have a player like Shima in the team, and also in the U.S. Open, he brings that flavor, the excitement, and everyone looks out for Shima once he picks up that bat and walk out to the middle. So for Darren Powell to get him basically in the very first over, you know, that shows his class also. You know, he knows how to bowl to experienced batsmen. You know, he would have definitely tried to work him out before getting out there. You know, he was talking to the guys and said, okay, this is the plan. And actually it worked. But
Yes, it worked for him. I hope he's full of energy because we're now into the third day of this tournament. Tomorrow is a rest day, so he should give it his all today. When I said, well, tomorrow is a beach cricket day, so not sure of so much of a rest day, but he might very well say, I'm going to give it my all today, knowing he's not playing on the park tomorrow.
well, just like the Chicago Catchers, they knew they were in a situation of a must-win. And, you know, we were going up against them, and they have a must-win situation. So it's more like the same thing for us tonight. It's like a must-win. We don't want to go too down.
Exactly.
So, you know, you know we're going to come out, you know, pulling out the best of the best. You know, we worked out our batting lineup and so forth, bowling, chasing. You know, this is a diverse type of competition. Players coming from all over the world. It takes a little while to kind of see who fits where. But
Yes.
after yesterday, I think we have gotten it at least 80% right today. And definitely we're looking for a better show. So if you're out there, guys, I would say come on over to the cricket stadium, or if you can't make it, just watch it on MAQ TV. You know, that's the best place to get the live coverage right now.
Yes, well, YouTube is also carrying it live as well. So some folks would have told me they were not getting it on MAQ TV, but they said they're getting it on YouTube. So I said, once you're viewing, it's all good. It's all good. And we're bringing the radio commentary as well. So for those folks who are driving in their vehicle, we don't want them to be looking down at no screen while they're driving. So we're keeping company with radio commentary as well.
And that's such a good thing, you know, that we're trying to get it across in every media possible. You know, in today's day and age, and not everyone is gonna be willing to get up and come on down here to watch it. But if you're a cricket lover, you know you don't want to miss it. So
That's right.
you know, you just give them a medium or a channel to watch it. So MAQ TV and YouTube, and as you said, the radio commentary.
Yes, well, 83 for 7. This is a good partnership here. The last wicket fell on score on 54. This one is tugged into the onside, I guess. Chima wants a knock, so he's allowing them to, up the score a little bit because they really had him in a vice grip at 54 for 7. And when the skipper walked out, Faisal, he's now on 13, the lucky 13. So he look up at the scoreboard. If he's superstitious, he's going to try to get off that 13.
Well, I should say something. 13 is a significant number, really. For me, yesterday, the 13th, was my daughter's birthday. And if you know, I do my little social media. I reached 13,000 followers yesterday.
Oh, that's... yes.
So this 13 is a good number.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I know Faisal, he don't want to stay at 13. He want to make at least a valuable contribution today to his team.
Yes.
The Vegas Rollers, we're looking for them to definitely get a good total that they can really go out there and try and defend, but they only have 4 overs to do that.
Yes, well, after 16, it is 85 for 7. So they're really, got a partnership of some 31 here already.
Yeah, good partnership going on here, and this is what T20 cricket is all about.
Yes.
It's excitement, but also at the same time, sometimes you have to dig in, stay at the wicket, because at 54 with 7 wickets down, it wouldn't look too good to lose 2 or 3 quick wickets. You're all out. Yeah. And I don't think you want to set the record at this stage and to have the lowest score on the board.
All right, well, Shafidullah is on 25 from 30. Faisal is there keeping company, is on 13 from 18. Faisal now He's pulling this one in the air. He's going to go a couple bounces to the wide long on. No, that was not Faisal. They scored.
Shari Fuller. You know, as you know, these names are very difficult to pronounce,
I know.
even for.
He's choking this one on the back foot, and again, long on comes into play. So
Shari Fuller. I think we keep it at that.
yeah, Shari Fuller. That's it. Okay, he's on the back foot. He's pulling this one there into the deep mid wicket area just for the single.
I think Ryan is, been lucky to get away with those 2 short deliveries.
Yeah, they're real short. This will be carried out of the park on the back foot again. Punching it down to the wide long on for the single. So again, they're planting poles. They need a couple of fences to wrap around these poles.
A runner ball, they're going. I know the crowd want to see boundaries.
Yeah,
and it's still a runner ball, I think they're getting this fence right.
Yeah, they've been planting poles for a long time. Most of their runs come by the single. You brought luck when a 6 was hit, and after that, well, we gone back to planting poles. Planting poles again. So 6 singles, 6 balls up, 6 singles.
Well, you'll say that it was a pretty good, decent over. 6 runs coming from the over. We're in the dying moments of the game here in terms of their closing out their 20 over. 91 for 7, 3 overs to go. What total would you be looking at?
Well, if I have to add singles, I have to add the balls that's left. 18 balls left. I have to. I have to say they make 109.
All right, so you're looking
And let me
at
chip 2 4s in there. 109. They'll make 120.
All right, well, I'll say I'm going to give them the edge. The captain is still there, and the captain always have a captain's plan. So give them a little bit more. Give them at least 130. So
130?
they
Okay.
got to prove me.
I'm going to write it down. 130. I say, I don't think they're going to pass 120.
I'm betting on the captain, if you realize.
I realize that. You're a man of business. So you've thrown away Shaffer Fuller, who has been beating it. He's the one who hit that 6 when you got in here.
Guess what? You bet on the captain, you're going to be always right. Even if Sheriff Fuller hit it, is the captain who's talking to him.
Okay.
So we're going to have to give
On
some
the
credit.
next side, and extras are helping the cause as well. So,
Extra is going to help me get to that total.
okay. So you can say it's 19 deliveries. I was saying 18, so now we go to 19.
Definitely extra delivery there. You don't want to do that at this stage of the game. That extra delivery
But it's
is
helping
an
you-
extra
it's
runs to
helping-
make.
helping
It's
your-
helping
helping
me,
your
but I'm
cause.
just saying in general.
Nice flick off the pads, and there's a boundary. It's a good-looking shot there by the skipper, flicking it around the corner, and the finally was up in the circle. Once he got past him, 4 was written all over that stroke. He's rehearsing it and saying, "Look at it, it's a nice flick." So he wishes up to 20.
Beautiful shot there from the captain, Faisal. He timed that pretty well. There's no way the fielder would have gotten around. He looked back there, saw the field placement, realized once he beats that inner field, that's definitely. And,
Now they've pushed him back.
and that's the right thing to do, with the captain. He's like, we rather give a single, because they were doing well before planting poles there,
But again, he's playing off the pads, and it's going to be a direct hit, and let's see what's going to be happening here. I think he has to take the long walk back. One stump to aim at, and he hit it. They didn't even bother to send it upstairs. It's thing. I said they have to use the technology. Even though it's there, it's a clean run out. You never know.
I want to say something about this Chicago Catchers team. The name is basically working with team, even though we saw a drop catch, but they have been feeling quite well in the field, in the outfield. Look at this throw. Boom. Direct hit. He's way miles out.
Yep.
So same thing happened yesterday with our game. We had a few runouts. They were spot on in the field with their feeling. They were throwing themselves across the field, diving. They were putting it all in yesterday. afternoon when they played us. You know, they cut off quite a few boundaries. You know, the result could have been different if it wasn't for their fielding yesterday. And we have seen today again, they're displaying that, guess what? They'll probably be one of the better fielding team also.
Yeah, well, a 44-run partnership between these two. Yesterday, he was in a partnership with 40, and
No, and it's sad to see him go that route by the run out. He was batting so well. You know, I would have loved to see him facing at least 10 to 12 of these deliveries, but unfortunately, you know, misjudged single, and he's back in the pavilion. Now we have a new batsman at the wicket. You know, let's see what he can do.
well, I'm going to tell you now that a man has a right to change his mind. 130 still on the cards here.
You know, I'm a man of my word. I'm keeping my 130. Not gonna shy away from it. You know, just need the captain. I'm betting on the captain. He's still there. So I'm giving him 2 sixes.
Okay.
You know.
So let me brighten up the 130. I had it faintly put here that you can change your mind. And since you say you're a man of your word, that means it's not going to change. Okay, all right. So it's stamped in now. It's there. It's there for keep. 96 it is for 8. This time they're thinking 2, but I don't think the skipper has the legs to get back for 2. Settled for 1 a long time ago. 97 it is for 8. So
Captain is want to make sure he's the one facing the most of the deliveries, I would say. Not that he's protecting the non-striker now, but the fact is he's the man that's been around for a minute.
So you have no confidence in Dan Ratch?
Well, guess what? As a captain, he been there. I would say take most of the strike.
Okay, I'm hearing, I'm listening.
So it's not about not having confidence. It's just that you've been there long, you know. And see,
Where were you going? Where were you going? Faisal's not going to run that quick single. They were running singles, but they were relaxing singles. He was punching, looking good with that shot, but went straight to point. Faisal, former Pakistan international cricketer, has played at the highest level. He's captaining the high rollers here in this game. Stroking it nicely just to the left of the mid-off fielder and to the right of extra cover. So he's picking his spots.
Decent delivery there. I think the bowler saw him. You know, he advanced down the wicket and he adjusted his length, I would say. Give him something almost like a Yorker still, even though he was down the wicket. So good bowling here.
Down the leg side, wayward delivery. It's going to be a wide. It's calling signal now by umpire Javid Charlie.
Tell you, I'm going to win this one on wides.
Helping your cause. When we said it was 18 deliveries, now it's gone to 20 deliveries that would have been left. So you have to add those 2 extra deliveries. So I should have said 18 legal deliveries. Didn't know the bowlers would have been wayward at this stage, and more wayward, more down the leg side, more extras. They're helping your cause.
I told you I'm going to win it on wide.
Well, the 100 comes up. The 100 comes up, and the win he's talking about is the 130 that he's suggesting that the high rollers would make.
So I'm definitely looking for 2 big overs here, Captain Faisal.
Well,
we're giving you.
Ooh, there's a Yorker, good delivery. Got on it in the nick of time. At the end of that over, it's 100 for 8. Now the penultimate over is going to be bowled here now. They have to get at least 15 runs from this over.
It have to be 15-15.
Okay. I'm keeping you in check, Why not go for all the marbles? You can get 36 from an over.
You think this is possible? You know, I'm still knowing that, you know, my bet is still hot. You know, it's hard to pull it back. So,
No.
but, you know, but it's not impossible.
All
so,
right. If I was a singer, you know the song I'll be singing right now? I'll say, don't go changing. You know that song? Don't go
no,
changing.
I just say if you were supposed to be a artist, a DJ, a singer, you would not make a dime for a living.
Oh my goodness. Mr.
One
Carter,
word and
Carter Mills would love to hear that.
so you know what? Keep this profession. Keep on.
All right, I keep on talking.
That's it, man. That's your gift.
All
there.
right. I missing my brother Audley. When you came in, I saw the height. I said, "Here comes Audley." But I looked down and I said, "Oh, he's of dark complexion."
You
It's
were
not
just
Audley.
reading my mind, brother. I was just about to say that.
Oh, this is a good shot. It's going to go 1 bounce 4. So Faisal, you can hear beneath there, he's getting some applause from his teammates.
That's who my money's on, brother.
Yes, well, he needs, you said 15 from this over. Well, he has got 4.
So
Dances down the pitch and picked this spot, picked it nicely. The long on was a bit wide. Outside the off-stump, he's cutting, but cutting straight to point.
yes, he needed to just beat that one fielder there. That could be another
Yeah, I
4,
think-
but straight to the fielder.
Yeah, he was winding up a bit too much there. He just needed to just wait a little later and cut it later. Need to show him one of my videos. He's sweeping more runs, more buys. Did he get a touch on it? Let's see.
That should be a wide. There you go.
Yeah, it's a wide.
That's how I'm gonna win this, man. I'm getting an extra over on you.
Yes, that's 3 at least. When it was said 18 deliveries left, it has now gone to 21. He's pulling this one in the onside. One's here for him.
We'll get a couple here.
It's gonna
turn fast.
take it. Yes, it can be a relaxing too. So 2 dots in this over didn't help, but they get an extra run and an extra delivery. So I think you're gonna fall short, and I'm afraid I have to tell you. On the back foot, he's gonna get 4 for this. Cutting and cutting well, and you don't have any confidence in Dan Rad, but he's showing you that at least put something on me.
Well, guess
Put some
what? If
weights
I
on
don't
me.
have confidence in him, the captain has confidence in him, and I bet on the captain.
Okay, well,
So you're betting on the captain, man. I can't lose.
I still have 2 deliveries left in this. No, 1 delivery, legal delivery. Let me say they're legal because they've been bowling some wide. Oh, it's going in the air. He's coming towards us, and he doesn't take the catch.
Taken cleanly down here.
Man, that's a good catch. So Dan Raj goes for 7. Having played a lovely cut shot. So 112 it is.
It wasn't a bad over, really. Coming up short. I thought we'd get 15 runs. Well, got 12, but if that one had just beat this man here, we could have just been right on target. But 112 for 9, a single over to go, 6 deliveries to be bowled. That's legal deliveries. I gotta be mindful.
Mindful of that.
Yes, so 6 legal deliveries, 112 on the board. You definitely said they're looking to get 120. Well, I know it looks that way, but
Oh, you give it up on me.
I'm not giving up.
You said
What
it
I
looks
said.
that way.
Still gonna go for the 130. So 18 runs, a lot of runs to get, but it's 3 hits, good hits, 3 sixes.
Yes, but you have to have a 6-hitter. They're in danger of being bowled out again. That's what I am thinking. Except that they take it deep into the 20th over. They were bowled out in the 17th over in their first match. So they're looking to not get bowled out consecutively. But the Chicago catchers, I think Chima allowed this match to carry on. I think he's telling himself he's going to be in the top 4. I think he's counting you out.
Well, we have a few matches to play. They have a few matches to play, and we get a win this afternoon. Well, that will set the stage in for.
Who you're playing against this afternoon?
I'm not even sure who we're playing again. We tried not to even worry about the opponent as that much, but we definitely have a game on. Whoever it is, we're looking to win. We're more focused on our game plan in terms of
Maybe the Eagles, maybe this Eagles.
DC Eagles. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think it might be them. Oh, runs in the making here. It's going to be buys or wides. Which one? Did the umpire say anything? It's gone for 4 though. 4 buys.
That's more runs on the board for me.
Yes, I'm telling you. Yeah, the keeper could have done one better.
That was an easy, straightforward catch. Take that should have been.
No, he's biased. He didn't get a touch on it.
Yeah,
But
no,
he's,
but
but
it,
he's
you mean easy take. It's
yes,
call
easy,
it
yes,
easy,
yes.
That was straightforward. Didn't get no deviation. He allowed it to just fall short and didn't have his body behind it.
Well, Faisal with his top score of the tournament, he's on 25. He was out naughty and chastised him for it. Yesterday, they said, "What in the world did you do? You're playing with your head in the air, having played some beautiful shots on the ground. Where did that come from?" And if he was a quick runner, that would have been 2. But he's settling for the 1. So guess what? It's 117.
The funny thing is, it may just end at 125. How do we share that win?
Spectators in view.
You said 120, I said 130. And at 125.
Okay.
Beautiful delivery.
Yes, indeed. It's a beautiful delivery up in the block hole. Well played. Well played. You have to give it to the number 11 batter.
Chicago catchers. I think they had done well with their bowling. The way they use the bowlers. And it paid off. They had restrict them under 120. Anything under 120 here, I think, is gettable on this wicket.
Oh, yeah, it's a good pitch. So when we come back, 118 will be the target score. So we will take a break.
We'll be back, and we are going to be having a run chase here. The Chicago Catchers trying to get to their second win in this year's tournament. This one is trying to hoik this one for 6. He had a ducked in the last inning. Been out caught a slip of the bowling of Darren Powell. So he has not really made his mark in this 17th edition of this Premier US Open tournament. Guess he's going to try to knock these ones off quick. This time he's driving, but straight to mid-off, and he seems as if that he's on the charge. 2 aggressive shots, 2 balls being bowled. So he's not going to play around, he's not going to poke around. Try to see if you can knock this off maybe in 10 overs. You need to up his ante to get that net run rate up and in contention. Outside the off stump, he's playing it with soft hands this time to get off the mat. That's a good delivery. Third one. First 2, he was extended his arms for the first 2. And this one, he decided he's going to just poke it forward. So he gets off the mark, and his batting partner, Stefan, is there to take a strike. Oh, this one is outside off, cutting back in. Beautifully taken there by the wicket keeper. Again, this is only the 3rd day of the tournament, but I have to commend the umpires for standing and standing in. It's not easy work, and it's not easy concentrating. Might just say it's 20 overs, but trust me, you have to concentrate, especially when you know that you're on TV and the world is watching. This one is rising up on the batsman, and he's up on his toes, rising it up, riding it out in the gully region. So they're on the attack. We have a slip and we have a gully. They're going to be hunting for wickets. So Faisal, now he's pushing out the gully and he's sending him. He's bringing him to a wider gully, bringing him into a catching position. After that ball would have rised upon him, and again digging it in. Batsman interested in a single, the non-striker. This one is not. Takes 2 to tango. Takes 2 to run that 1-1. At the end of over number 1, it's 1 for no loss.
So they open up with spin from the far end. And Rizwan just comes forward, having a look before he had a go. Last over, he was having a go before he had a look for the first two deliveries. So Raja is to pull the ball in left arm round down the leg side, and skipper is in the first slip there and asking a question. How's that? Not out, says the umpire. Charlie has to give it to Charlie. He's been here from day one as well. So sometimes people think I'm a little hard on the umpires. I'm an umpire myself, but I'm not going to be hard. I just have to call it because it's been viewed on TV, so I'm not going to call them down, to be honest with you. So that's not my intention. We are all in this together. Charlie has been a faithful servant. Shows Moshe that he has started some 3-4 years ago in the umpiring arena. So he too is gaining experience in that regard. So we have to big up the umpires. Could have been doing something else. At least Moshe can still be playing cricket, but here he is umpiring in the league, gaining all the experience he can. Guy who's willing to learn outside the off stump, cutting and missing. And of course we have Angkor, the square leg umpire at this time. He too, the cricketer. At this time he's going in the air, he's going towards long off, one bounce, and just a single. A good nice strong throw comes into the wicket keeper. Took it on the bounce. So the youngster, Stefan, looks good yesterday while he was at the crease. This time he's going in the air but away from the fielders. He's going very close to the boundary. It's a chase on. He got in onto the ball just in the nick of time. 2 more to the total. So both batters are coming hard at the bowlers. And at the end of over number 2, it is 5 for no loss. So we had 3 dots in that over. So the intent is there, but they're not really getting the ball off the square. I haven't seen a boundaries yet, but we have seen a lot of wind-up shots. I guess the instructions either given to the captain, or the captain has given himself and his team, along with the coaches, agreement that we should go and knock these ones off as quickly as possible. But Faisal and his high rollers would have other ideas. They're going to make you work for your runs. They're not going to give it to you. You can see Darwin Powell in view just now there on his phone. His team is up next. Not much later to start at 6 o'clock. What a day it has been. We thought about 90% chance of rain yesterday. Started this morning at 60%. But all that rain came last night. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, oh, it poured. It really came down in buckets. Lightning and thunder. I was in the Miami area. But that has all gone now. It seems as if we're going to have a full day's play of cricket. Outside the off stump, a swing and a miss. The oohs and the ahs going up. That one was quite pacey. This one is acknowledging that was a good delivery. Had pace and bounce. And again, like I said, sometimes the umpires, they don't get enough credit, to be honest with you. But mentally, it could be draining. Physically, just standing there, it is hard. Oh, this time he's going big. He's pulling over the square leg area and it's gone for a big 6. As a matter of fact, the ball has left the arena. It's gone over in the batting cage. But luckily,
have spectators over there. As a matter of fact, some cricketers are in the cage, they're practicing, so the ball was able to come back quickly. That was a big hit from Wiswan Chima. That's the Chima we have come to know. He's on to 10. And he's going again. He's trying to really hit this one into the onside. He's trying to flick it away. Good comeback there by Shuja. Wiswan has moved on to 10 from 10. Run a ball. Struck a mighty blow there. Outside the off stump, he's going at him again, and he's gonna go for 4 this time. Yes, it's 4 runs down at the backward square leg, but which one is saying he wants to check it, so at least it should be checked. We have the capabilities of checking it here. The third umpire might come into play. We'll have a look. He's pulling, and he's going down. Let's see. Gonna pull it back one. Could they pull it back one? Yeah, that's 6 runs. You have to call it in. There's a flick again, and this one is going to go over the boundary for another 6. But the score's raced on to 24 for no loss. 3 overs done and dusted. Power play yielded 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. So by far and away, I think the Chicago catchers are going to get plenty more than what the high rollers would have offered. Gave 25 for the loss of 2 wickets in their power play. As a matter of fact, lost a wicket in the first over. He was 1 wicket for 1-1. Batsman coming forward to spinner. Knocked it up on the offside, and there is no run. Raja in his second over bowled very tidily for his first. Just 4 runs coming from it. He's bowling around the sticks. Left arm. He's going after him, getting the inside edge. Ball rolls to short mid wicket, but it scampers through for a single. I think Wiswan wants to get a piece of him. Ball's played straight, but he's back on the 30-yard circle. So the opportunity to get down the other end. So let's see what he will do now that he is there. Spinning the ball. Let's be up. And Chima gives himself room and hits it straight back over the bowler's head and into the side screen for yet another US Open Premium Maximum. So Chima, the 6-hitting machine, has cranked up. He's cranked up some 3 of them so far. He's going again, and it's gone even bigger. This one is gone into the stands. That's number 4. My word, Chima is on the charge. He races up to 34. He's not been having a good time in his first 2 times up on the center stage. He was done in yesterday by Darwin Powell for Ducks. This time he's telling himself, I'm just getting warm. 37, and he is on to 34. Partnership of 37. His partner Stefan is there on 3. Let's see. He's going again. That's good bowling. He followed him.
And they just have to just nudge it on the onside. Everybody knows that Chima, you have to get the wicket. That's the prize wicket to get. And by the way, they are the defending champion, 2024 US Open champions. So at least they're going to try their hardest to get on center stage. Next Sunday, they're going to really try to stay here to defend the title. Some nice big trophies on display. Down the batsman comes forward to this one here. Quite in contrast to Chima, who is showing all aggression. Young Stefan is keeping company, looking and learning. Does not want to follow in the fashion of Chima. He doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the build either. So he's a sort of a cricketer that I think would just have to just play the role. Just take what is given, push it around. You would have seen how Faisal Iqbal would have constructed his innings. Took his time, played it around, played some lovely shots in between. But no need for you to do any heavy lifting because the skipper is there, Rizwan. And Rizwan is leading from the front. More bowling changes. Let's see, we can't see the number on his back. It's 230. That's the new bowler. Fariz. So it's going to be coming off his long run. Right now he's about 25 yards away from the stick. So let's see if that's going to be his. Yes. Starts with a walk and then breaks into a run. It's a ball right arm over and Chima is banging this one into the offside. But there is cover sweeper just for the one. With a pass the inner field, the extra cover. He thought he was in business there, but he didn't time it. It came more from the bottom of the bat more than anything else. And now they're going to pull in the cover sweeper because they're going to try to keep his partner Stefan on strike and going to try to keep Chima away from the strike. So fielders are closed in on the offside, but they're sending back fine leg and square leg. Oh, he's looking for the single. They had a cordoned off. He's not going to get a single, poking it. There, he has got to play and get it to the gap. That's what he has to do if he wants to get Chima on strike. But just go ahead and play your natural game. You're there in a partnership of 39. Doesn't matter, your contribution is 3. You have 10 deliveries, you're young. Stay on the park. Oh, he's edging, going to the right of the wicket keeper. There's no slip. I thought Faisal was there in the beginning, so they're closing in the fielders to stop the single, but he's not having a slip. The wicket keeper made a gallant effort to pull that one in. Needed a slip. There it is. It was always going away from him. It would have been straight down first slip float, but there is no first slip, and he's added to his contribution, goes up to 7, and to the total as well, 43 for no loss. Cricket, lovely cricket. All hails to Cricket Council USA. All hail to the MAQ Group and to some of our sponsors, the News 925. Have to pick them up. And for those guys who are coming in, oh, this time he's riding the bounce and he's cutting, but can't beat backward point. It's a good looking stroke. The ball was getting up on him, so effort delivery there from the youngster, Fariz. Now the slip is put in place. Could it be that the horse has already bolted? It would have been a nice slip catch. The keeper was not too far off. Oh, swing and a miss. There's an appeal, goes up, trying to pull. placed into the offside. His eyes lit up when he saw he was back pitched. But where's the cut? I know that they're cutting off the offside with cover, backward point, extra cover, and mid off. But you can still get, you can get through there. Just take your time and pick your spot. You don't have to go tugging across such a pacey delivery. He's a youngster. When he settles in, this time he's pulling, and he's pulling well. He's gone all the way. Anchor is now sending in the signal. 6. That's a good looking shot. Let's have a look. Coming down short and just about shoulder height. And he swiveled and he pulled it, following the fashion of a Chima. So Rizwan has set the stage for the 6 hitting, and so is Stefan. The serving up 6 is 1 away from 50. It's 49 for no loss. And we're still in the power play. Just 5 overs done and dusted. So the final over of the power play, we haven't seen a wicket yet. 49 for no loss. Vegas High Rollers winning the toss, elected to take the first knock. They set a target of 118 there, in hopes of defending. Gonna take some doing to really do that. So spin is going to be coming from the far end. Shawi Fuller batted beautifully. Now he's called upon to do some bowling. Coming in with his, that's the northern end of the ground. Oh, and he's asking a question, clearly going down the leg side. A stifled appeal. So Rizwan has been kept quiet. Didn't get much of the last over, but we saw a beautiful 6 hit down to deep backward square leg. Oh, Rizwan is getting 4 for this. He didn't go in the intended region, but he got the result that he wanted. He got a boundary. So the 50 comes up. Here he's giving himself room. And in the end, look, it's sort of awkward playing that, but it doesn't matter. In 2020 cricket, anything goes. But he gave himself room. Probably wanted to hit inside out. The bowler followed him. Came from the inner portion of the bat and down to the boundary for 4. He goes on to 40. Rizwan coming forward. An unusual defensive stroke. Haven't seen one of those in a while. He's been on the charge. He's been attacking. Again, Lenny Archibald, good afternoon. Now you're taking in some of this coverage. Comes. Oh, again, trying to go after him again, getting the inner portion of his bat, tugging it out wide long on for a single. Putting the youngster on strike. He is on 13, the lucky 13. And this one goes on to 41. Shall we? Fuller is playing this one around the corner, and wicketkeeper in anticipation was moving down the leg side, and so was the short backward square leg, keeping company with the umpire Anchor, that is. He's striker's umpire. Go down the leg side, and he's poking at one, and that's the end of the over and the end of the power play. Realized some 54 for no loss. So after Vegas High Rollers power play, they scored 25 for the loss of 2 wickets from their power play. The Chicago catchers has doubled that and then some. Ooh, he's cutting this one. He eludes the fielder in the 45, goes under his grasp and down to the boundary for 4. So Wisdom has raced on to 45. Yeah, he was cutting this one. I thought the fielder could have done a little better with that one. But nonetheless, Wisdom looking for his first 50 of this tournament. It's going bang bang, just 21 deliveries, and he's already gotten to 45. He's setting the stage alight. I think this tournament is going to be one of the better ones. We've seen LA Lions, they're looking good, they're looking sharp. Won all 3 matches. They were up 3 times and they formed themselves in the winning column each and every occasion. They looks the part. 2 centuries along the way. Oh, which one is pulling at this one, and this is a loud appeal by the wicketkeeper. More in hope than in jest. So Fariz has got to reload and come again. They're trying to get the big fish, Rizwan, but Rizwan, he's not actually thinking of 50. He's thinking of knocking off these runs and getting off the park. Final match of the day comes up, slated for 6 o'clock. This is not a... Oh, it's a full toss. No, it's a Yorker. Pace off, good thinking youngster. He left his arm and I thought it would have been a full toss, but took the pace off. It dipped and Rizwan. Rizwan, good eyes. A weird dot for him. Trying to deny him his 50 in this over. He's bowled 2 beautiful deliveries, kept him in check. And when you can keep Rizwan in check, that means you're doing something right as a bowler. Oh, my goodness, he's edging and passing the big glove. And down to the boundary for 4. Oh man, there's no more slip again. Faisal, you are going with your slip and you're taking it out. Going slip, taking it out. The wicketkeeper should have taken that one though. He dropped just in front of him. Maybe not taking the catch, but he could have stopped it from going for the boundary. He went for the catch. He was dropping short of him. Which when you're flirting with danger, he's on 49 though. 62 it is for no loss. They need 56 more runs from 80 deliveries. So we have 4.4. That's how these 4 deliveries would have gone. 4.4. Fariz again. This time he covers up, quick single, gets his 50. Now raises the bat in acknowledgement to the crowd and his teammates. His first 50 of this, the 2025 17th edition of the US Open competition. So Rizwan is a happy man. He's up and running. Chicago catchers can be dangerous. They are the defending champions, so bear that in mind. And that should stand for something. Oh, that is trying to cut this one, is under. Edging it out to the gully position, and he gets 1. So after 7, total here is 64 for no loss. Rizwan is on 50, and Stefan is on 14. So Chicago catchers flags are flying high. It's on display, as you can see on the screen right now. So they hope of another victory. Would have lost their first game and they would have won their second. As a matter of fact, they just didn't lose their first game. They were more first game and they would have won their second. As a matter of fact, they just didn't lost their first game. They were mauled by the LA Lions. LA Lions scored 161 for 4 and knocked them over in 16.5 overs for 93 runs. So the Chicago catchers were found wanting. But this time they're seeking some revenge, trying to get a second win on the trot. The onside, working it to short mid-wicket, no one. That's Stefan. He's playing the role. He's in a partnership of 64. So with one, there's no extras as yet, so they're very disciplined in that area. This time he comes forward. And again, extra cover gets in the way. And can't score. So no slip. They have third man, backward point, extra cover. And they have the deep point and a long off. Doesn't mean the offside. This time he's walking on the legs down to a wide long on for the single. He's going to bring hard hitting Wiz one on strike. 65 for no loss. Again, you're listening to the voice of Ivor Henry, for those who are wondering. We want to thank you for listening, thank you for viewing, thank you for spreading the word. It's over 1 million viewers per day. Always one is going straight back past the bowler. He had not a chance of putting up his hand at that one. It was in the air, but it was too hot to handle. He's thinking about tomorrow. He's thinking about using those hands to feed his face. Here it is, he said. Even the umpire was in a spot of bother. Charlie, you have to get out of there a little quicker than that. Your reflexes got to be sharp. Always one hits a big ball. Oh, he's cutting nicely. That's a good-looking shot. Outside the off stump, he leaned back, waited on it late, and just cut. Faisal is in the 45. Now he's going to block that by putting a backward point. Because you think that another shot is going to come. They're going to ask the bowler to stay that line. So he's going to block that area. But that was a good looking, a proper cricketing shot. Wiz one goes on to 58. The total goes up to 73 for no loss. His partner Stefan is on 15. Oh, he's going big. There's the man down there, but just to look at it sail over his head and into the tops down there, and it's gone for yet another US Open maximum. So Wiz one, that's his 5th, 6th of the inning. He struck 5 of them. So umpire Charlie is looking for confirmation from the fielders, and that's the problem that I'm having. That's the problem I have, and they say I'm criticizing the umpires, but you have your third umpire. You're not sure that the ball went for 6. He's asking the fielders. Ask the third umpire. Man. That's what the third umpire is there for. Put him to work. You have the replay. You have. This is not no league cricket. This is where you're having professional cricket at this time, man. Use it. It's coming annoying now. In the Sunday leagues, in the local league, you ask the fielder, did he go for 6? And then someone saying no, then the batter is saying yes, it's 6. You have the technology here. Use it, Mr. Charlie. And Moshed is very consistent in using the third umpire. Moshed, I have to give it to him. And there goes another 6 and on the charge. Rizwan is on the charge.
He's gone on to 70. Let's have a look. There he goes. Bang into the onside. Yep. He's took the catch, but his feet was on the boundary marker. So 6 runs. So the lights are on. We're on the lights here at the Broward County Stadium. We have another match coming up right after this one. It's 88 for no loss. They're trying to get to 118 for the win. Earlier in the innings, the Vegas High Rollers would have won the toss, elected to bat. The Vegas High Rollers would have won the toss, elected to bat first. This time he's playing this one, guiding it down to third man, as a matter of fact, and the third man gets in the way, just a single. The youngster Stefan moves on to 17. So 7-1 is on the board, but 71 goes to Rizwan. 1-7 is on the board, 17 goes to Stefan. 89 for no loss. They're trying to get this over quick, fast. Swing and a miss there by Rizwan. I think you're coming to see Rizwan make another 29 to make 100.
Well, as I said, it's always exciting when you have Rizwan at the wicket. It's gonna always be boundaries coming.
Well, he has hit some sixes so far in his innings.
Well, luckily MAQ is not paying $50 per 6 anymore.
I'm telling you, I stayed right here and look at MAQ. Take out 5 of those $50 to Rizwan for hitting sixes after sixes after sixes, 300 smackers, 6 of them.
I think MAQ needs to give a little pavilion era for Rizwan in terms of 6 hitting. You know, he has demonstrated over the years that, you know, he is a very, very good batsman, you know, coming all the way from Canada each year. But whenever he gets over here on this wicket, he owns this wicket.
Yep. Well, he's hitting clean, and even one day when he would have been caught, he pushed the fielder back on the boundary, stepped in it, 6 runs.
And just to talk about that particular delivery and the catch, he took the catch over the boundary. But you know what they're doing these days? If somebody take a catch that is, they would have boxed it in, go back in and catch it. It could have been a single instead of 6 runs. And I watched him, and it's like he didn't even be aware of it. Yes, it's a free hit, but just box it back in, catch it, and throw it back. It's 1 versus 6 runs.
Yes. But the 6 machine is still there. I know he's eyeing that century. He's looking at the scoreboard. He can see it down there. And you know he's 29 away.
The only thing is I think they're going to finish this game. And if they...
On the back foot, punching, passing, cover point. But cover sweeper gets in the way. Just the single. The youngster is playing his role. He goes on to 18. We're having a look again at what's happening here with that last 6 from Rizwan. Goes up, up, up. And here it is. He's catching it. But at the same time, he is... foot is over the mark.
They should have just boxed it up and catch it inside there.
Yes. Oh, he's going big again. And this one has gone way into the stands over there. The empty stands, that is. And Charlie looked and looked, and now he raised his hands to the heavens. And he's saying 6.
Well,
that's 7 sixes for Rizwan.
Well, definitely Rizwan is making this total look very easy. It's like taking candy from babies. You know, this Vegas High Rollers definitely didn't put up the total that they probably would want. But Rizwan is just enjoying himself out there, you know, making fun of it.
Now we understand why they would have batted first. Because if just at the half a mark, Rizwan has now gone to 77 and this is 96 without loss. If they had to bat the 20 overs in this fashion, they'll probably put 250 on the board.
Yes, the way Rizwan is going, definitely. These bowlers is no class to match his batting. You know, the way he's batting. You know, over the years, you definitely have to think about it before you even get out on the field in terms of working him out, you know. And I don't think they have the quality bowlers here to really get Rizwan out this afternoon. He's just gonna continue hitting sixes.
I wish you can put the camera over on the guy up there where the ball is. They're still looking for ball.
Well,
coming from about halfway up those stairs.
But you know,
Ball is
normally
back now.
when Rizwan is here, they have a extra bag of balls just
Yep.
for him showing up here.
Yep.
Because he hit them really far.
You see what his bat mark ton. He's waiting for that ton. He says, listen, I would not be undone. I have seen 2 centuries in this tournament. I'm going to try to get one of those. He's 23 away. So let's see.
How much?
And he's going again. Going. It's up in the air, and it's gone.
Just another one again.
Just another one.
It's his signature shot, hitting sixes. You know, that's Rizwan right there.
That's his 8-6 of the inning. It's like he's playing baseball. He's stand and deliver. Here it is. Fast or slow. He's hitting them clean as a whistle.
And I think the bat that he's batting with, you know, it's really a bat that he had worked with. You know, it's coming out of that bat clean, sweep. You know, you could just hear the ping when he hits it, and it's gone.
Well, it's Mark's ton. I'm sure he might have to have Rizwan 6 hitting on that bat.
You know, the only thing I think Rizwan is probably guilty of, he should have let them make just a little bit more runs, and I think it would be safer.
No, he was doing that.
To get to that 100.
Well, let's get to that. I said it. When he took the pressure off and spread the field, I said he wanted to make some runs so that he can get a knock. Because he was 2 times up and he didn't really get a knock. He was knocked over by Darren Powell yesterday. That's a good delivery in the block hole, and he just came down in it up along the onside of the pitch. But I've said that in my commentary. I said, why is Rizwan allowing them to plant poles? They're running singles and singles. I said, I think you want to make some runs so he can get a chance to get a knock.
Yes.
He did that.
Yes, he was definitely doing that. But now, as you realize, they need only 15 runs to win. On the other side, Rizwan needs 16 to get to his century.
And he's going to eat. He's going to think. They're going to send a message out in a bottle. I saw they're listening downstairs.
Guess what? He's not getting it if I'm bowling, because there's going to be 2 wides or something. He ain't getting it. This is cricket, but you still got to use your head.
Then
But
you're doing the pollard.
I'm just kidding. You know, cricket is,
Pollard would have done that. That's dirty cricket.
you know, cricket is a fun game, and I think it's a disciplined game, and you know that should never be done to stop a bat from getting to his mark. You know, especially if he's playing the way he's playing.
All he has to do is to calculate it.
Yeah, the last ball, they need, probably 2 runs to win. He just need to hit a 6 or a 4, and his total is gonna climb. Yeah, they're gonna go
Exactly.
over mark.
So that's where it is. It's 5 o'clock here, just about in our neck of the woods. The lights are on. We are on the lights here at the Broward County Stadium. Rizwan, all eyes are on him. He's 16 away from a century.
So what that means, he will have to have all the strike here.
Not necessarily.
On the other hand, Stefan, he just got to stop. So it's going to be a real calculated game here.
Like I
Overs
say,
there.
right now he's not aiming for 128, for 118. They might end up, or this time he's playing it down the ground, and he's going to go into the boundary board for 4.
Another beautiful shot here from Shima, you know. As I said, he's making batting looking easy this afternoon.
Yes, he goes on to 88, so all eyes are on him. 15 away from the total, and he is 16 away. So he's got to do the calculation. Like I said, that's easy picking, because you can always hit a 4. They're not going to go aim for 118. They might end up making 120, 121 or something like that. Final score. But he going to sail into the 100. He's good enough. Outside the off stump, that's too wide, and it seems as if they want to follow in your suggestion of bowling wide. It was real wide of the mark. A real woof there from Rizwan.
Yeah, he don't want to let it go by.
Yes.
Just that he missed on that one. But
Yes, and Edge, he'll have been in business. No third man, no slip. He'll have been going for 4. He just had to get some will on that. 107 without loss. By far and away the best partnership of the tournament. Would it be? No, it was 100 and... I'll tell you in a minute. Again, outside the off stump, loud appeal.
We're going back now to yesterday between Shima and Darren Powell. He was a bit disappointed yesterday. I know he wanted to come out and start it innings the way he would. Darren Powell had a different plan for him yesterday, and got him in the very first over. And I think that, was a sign that, we were going to have a game on. But nevertheless, we did not have enough.
Oh, he's pulling out the reverse sweep. Yeah, he's trying for the reverse sweep.
I think it's exhibition time. He can do just about anything right now. They have a lot of overs to be bowled. Only about 12 to 13 runs to get. It's easy winning here for him. 88, looking quite well. Doesn't seem to be bothered by the bowling at all. It's just a matter of how he gets there, or how close he gets.
Yes. Well, this is the second 100 partnership. Opening partnership.
Oh boy!
Oh, this one is up in the air and up and away. Another maximum. 6 more for Rizwan.
I want to say something here, Ivor. If you look on the outfield and on the fielders, they only eye the ball. Nobody's moving. So from the moment it hit the bat, they know exactly where it's going to land. All the way over the boundary. They just need to go fetch it and throw it back in.
Everybody's keep looking up. Once ago you're playing cricket, you're looking on the ground, think a ball going to come for you to field. But when Rizwan is at bat, all eyes up in the air.
You know what happened now? He only need another swing like that. 6 runs and he's at the 100 and they'll be walking out with a victory behind their name. Let's see what he will do.
Yes, he's going to go for glory. Trust me, he's going to go for both. And there it is. There it is. Game, set, match. 100 for Rizwan. Holds his hands aloft. Going to take his helmet off. Salute. There it is. Game, set, match. 10 sixes in the game. By far and away, the most in the 17th edition of this tournament.
Rizwan 100 from 42 deliveries. What a game. What a match. What a batting from the captain. He had it worked out from ball 1. He went out there and he did it. And he should be proud of himself and the way he finishes this game this afternoon. Excellent batting from Rizwan. Congratulations to the Chicago catchers. Great finish here.
And don't forget, it's a not out at that. So sometimes often tend to forget that it's a not out. Well, the umpires had all the exercises in today. Who needs Jenny Craig when you can get your exercises down here, being an umpire?
Man, this is the type of game that umpire enjoys. They enjoy to be signaling boundaries and just being a part of the action.
Yes.
You're out there and you're just enjoying it because you're just seeing everything coming straight out the middle of the willow. They're so close to that bat. The only thing I think they'll be praying is that I hope he don't hit one down this way, straight back at them, because the way he hit it, it will be hard to get out of the way. But happily, he likes to go for big hits, sixes.
Well, guess what? Just before we go, we're going to say they would have upped their net run rate because they were mauled in the first game. They did this in 11 overs. So this too would help the net run rate. So they put you under a little bit of pressure here now too.
Definitely, and they're doing what they need to do. They lost the first game, and here they are coming back really strong, beating us yesterday. And today, here they are finishing in just 11 over. That net run rate is going to play a very important role in terms of the teams making it to that semi, the 4 teams going through, and they're making sure they're going to be one of them.
Yes. Well, here they're having won this game by 10 wickets. Vegas High Rollers would have won the toss. They elected to bat first, and they got to 117 all out. And in the run chase, we're gonna have Rizwan coming up with 100 not out, and his partner Stefan contributing some 18 runs. Well, third match comes up, say, in an hour or so. Stand by for that. We're gonna have a standby waiting for match number 3 on this the third day.